Guys, today we're going to get back on the TS250 engine disassembly. As you remember, if you've been following the series, we've already pulled the jug and the head off, and I've got the side cover loose, so we're just going to start right there. So let's get on with it here. Just had that on to keep the dirt out. Let me see here if I can get you a little closer. I don't know, is that any better? Yeah, I guess it is. Alright, I'm going to use my 1-cent tool between the gears. I've already popped a couple of these. Yeah. And pull the 1-cent tool out. I don't think there's much wrong with this one, but we're going to go through it anyway. Everything shifted and actually ran really good, just that it had quite a bit of dirt ingestion since it really didn't have an air cleaner on it. But it may have not been very long, so that may have been the saving grace. One left there. Yep, get you up there where you can see a little better. Must have a little burr on the end of that or something. There. And we've got a washer there. And I need to leave that on there until I get the other one popped loose over here. Just so I can use my 1-cent tool. I'm going to have to get a more expensive tool to get that one center out. There we go. And got a washer back there. Get my air hose out of my way here now. Probably done with that. Okay, we've got a snap ring on here. And I think there's a washer there too. Almost got it. Okay, so here, got a snap ring, washer, and then the idler gear. And up here I've got a washer on the tachometer drive and a snap ring behind it. See if I can get that spring released there. Not too bad. It's like about a half a turn on the preload. We've got a washer right there, and then our spacer. And just push up and pull out. You get your spring. And then we've got our Kickstarter assembly. And we've got a washer behind it. And then maybe we can get the tack drive out. Yep. We had just I guess we didn't really need to take the snap ring off. So I'm going to put it back on. And the washer, remember, was on the outside. You got one on the inside there too. Then you had this little guy right there. Try to kind of keep it together. And take our tack drive. This has actually got a broken out piece here where the screw goes in. I saw that when I was starting with it, so I just put a little bit of, it's not completely broke out, just a little bit of edge here. Most of the threads are still there, so I put a little JB weld there and threaded it, and so far so good. I may look at it and may decide to put a little weld on it. We'll see. All right, so what I need to do here to get think I've probably got some stuff to do on the other side. Okay. Yep. Let me turn it around, get the flywheel off, and there may be a snap ring on the shaft. I can't remember. We got her turned around here. No snap ring there. I'm thinking Yamaha. But I am going to scrape some of the dirt off, and I'm going to sand it a little bit just to get rid of all the rust instead of pulling all that through. Yeah, you always should clean that off before you pull it through. Just good shop practice. And we've got our counter shaft here. Well, that's a stiff one. I don't like grabbing those things with my hands. I did it a time or two. That's why I don't do it anymore. You know how long it took me to figure out there wasn't threads in this hole? And I didn't have long enough bolts for this puller either. So I had to go to the hardware store real quick and get some. So let's give it a shot here and see if it's going to come off for me. Boy, those 6mm bolts, give it a little tap here. There it is. 6mm bolts for a puller, that's a little bit insane, I think. Wonder why Suzuki did that. Yeah, they didn't have any all thread, but they had these little short pieces of all thread, which were just enough. And now the magnet's got me. My goodness. Whoa. All right, get these mag screws out. I gave a little mark here with a little chisel to show where it was, but when we set it up, we'll set it up the way it's supposed to be. Let's see, we got this little screw here too for the neutral switch. That looks, everything's good there. Looks like it might have been seeping a little bit. Okay, it looks like all the screws go in from the other side on this unit. So let me get it turned around. I did want to point out that you got to remove the neutral safety switch here so that the shaft will slide through there. So make sure you do that. Just 2 little screws, and it's got the follower that goes on it. It's got a little keyway right here. So make sure you get all those parts out of there. Okay, looks like we're going to use the same puller that I used for that I made for the TC 125. Looks like it's about the same. Hear it pulling apart. Looks like everything's coming apart all right. think that's about it. See if this crank will tap out the rest of the way. Yes. I don't know what this black is in the bottom here. I noticed it in this side too. It wipes out, so it just must be some kind of oil residue or something. Alright, so we got everything's clean, I guess, because I didn't have any parts stuck to this side. Everything's in this one. Got a washer right there. Yeah, looks good. Like I say, here's some more of this. I just don't know what all that is. This black area here in the bottom. Kind of wipes out, but there's still some residue in there too. Well, we'll get her cleaned up, get her apart a little bit more, but I think that's just about it for this video. And that's, I think, pretty nice crank. We may not have to do anything with that. We'll set it up in the lathe and measure everything and see where we're at. It'd be nice if we didn't have to break one apart. Alright guys, I think that's it for this one. If you would, give me a subscription if you haven't already, and a thumbs up would be great, and don't forget to hit the bell icon just to make sure that next time I put a video up, you're the first one to get it. So hey, thanks for going along on the ride, and we'll see you next video.